Called to order. Determined there's a quorum. Commissioner Wardlaw, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Garcia, Commissioner Flores, and myself. We do have a quorum. If y'all don't mind, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Flores, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you all. Approving minutes, moved. Motion, Commissioner Flores, Commissioner Vasquez. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Citizens' comments, I had none. But we will have citizens' comments towards the end. And Matt will make some comments on our leave. Item 7, we do have a treasurer's report. It was in your package, should have been. Motion approved. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Commissioner Flores, would you second that?
I'll second that.
Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. But against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 8, discussion possible action to approve a hot tax application for the Rotary Club of the City of Del Rio Foundation, Inc. Amount requested is $6,000. We have about $50,000 in there. There's still about $4,800 that needs to come out from Bobby, so there is enough funds to give this.
Motion to approve the $6,000 from the hot tax for the Rotary Club.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. Any
What is
questions?
this event for?
Sir?
What is this?
It's for the event that they're fixing to hold in July that they hold every year.
July 4th. Okay, sir.
Any other questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 9, discussion possible action to set dollar amount on motel room rates. We have a motel room rate $150, and I think there's one I think it goes to $380. That's what I just saw for legislative days and,
Washington Truth.
yeah. And the only thing is though that we, Sheriff and I were, I wouldn't say asked, but we have to show up in Austin in May, and the room rates that we were receiving were anywhere between $260, $260, and we're trying to find something less. But I need approval for us to be able to stay at least $250 plus taxes.
I'll make a motion, Judge, we approve the room rate to $250. That's what you're looking for, right?
Yes,
That's,
sir.
yes, sir.
I'll second that for discussion.
Mhm.
The 380, is this just for Austin or?
What we had said was for Austin legislative days, what we'd
So
already
it's only for Austin
For
city limits or
Yeah.
whatever there.
Washington, yeah.
Not Bastrop, not other towns or San Marcos or anything like that.
What the policy reads is Austin and Washington.
Okay.
Any other question?
That's it.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 10, discussion possible action.
Motion to approve. I will second
A
that.
motion, Commissioner Garcia. Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 11, discussion possible action to approve precinct 3 to install guardrails at Comstock Independent School District.
Motion to approve.
I have a
Second.
motion, Commissioner Garcia. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. Just so we'll know, like, when will you be?
In June, I talked to the superintendent and they wanted to wait until school was out, but they had their school security meeting and they had
In
requested,
June?
yeah, and they had requested to try to block off the playground so as to prevent people from driving through there.
I have a motion, Commissioner Garcia. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 12, discussion possible action for the installation of 6 LED street lights, including necessary hardware and infrastructure, and to authorize county judge to execute AAP Texas CIAC agreement. The expense will be funded through Precinct 4's operating budget in a total amount of $3,985.84. This item seeks approval for the expansion of street lighting along Senegas Road to enhance public safety. The project includes the installation of 6 LED street lights with 10-inch mounting arms, 3 transformers, XFRMs, and secondary cabling.
I'll make a motion to approve this, Judge, and I'd like to say that these lights, they come with letter of support from the school district.
Doesn't he have to wait for a second before we have discussion?
Yeah, we can.
Well, we don't do it all the time.
No, we don't. No, I don't think we have Robert's Rules of Order.
That's
Either
fine.
way. You have a motion?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, and I will second for discussion. All right, go ahead.
Yes, this item comes with letter of support from the school district, from, Border Patrol Organization, from the industrial park, and the people in Cienegas, Chaparral, Vega Verde, and the people that conduct business, that work in that area. This is a safety concern. It's a traffic safety issue. And, this is not the first time this comes to the attention of the court. For some reason, it has not been approved, but it needs to get approved. There's also a traffic study that was done, by TxDOT in 2023. Mr. Carlos, can you tell a little bit more what was found on that study? And it happens to be the most traffic road in the county of Valverde, Cienegas Road.
Let me pull the numbers from the,
It was a combination between TxDOT and Union Pacific. When they were gonna do that Farley Lane, crossing there, they were gonna upgrade it. They wanted traffic lights and this and that.
hold on.
I mean, it's incredible, the cars that go up and down that road. And like I've said, I mean, Cienegas Road is the backbone to the industrial park. Everything goes in and out through there, everything.
So TxDOT, they perform a traffic count every 2 years, and just Cienegas Road is accounted for average daily traffic of 9,179 vehicles, and that's average daily per year. They count the whole year and they average by the day. So that's the daily traffic, 9,179 vehicles.
More traffic than 277 from Del Rio to Sanderson.
277 to Eagle Pass is 6,503. Going Highway 90 to Comstock, you have 5,657.
So it's a heavy traffic road. I mean, I hope the court can see this, the importance of this light. At night, you need light to be able to see that yellow line and just to avoid any accidents, I mean, period.
Okay. Any other discussion?
Motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against?
Against?
Against.
Motion fails, 2-3. Thank you. Item 13, discussion possible action on 2 deputy clerks in the county clerk's office to receive compensation for holiday work on Tuesday, April 21st for elections. This right here, we'd already done. This is just for informational purpose that, we'd already done it. It's not so much for ratify. As a matter of fact, we talked about it when the election started about paying them for holidays. I asked her to put this on just so the court would know that it happened again. Okay, well, no action needed. Okay. Item 14, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez and Judge,
Motion to approve, Judge. Dennis.
motion Commissioner Vasquez. Second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 15, discussion possible action authorize, County Judge and Sheriff Joe Frank
Motion to
Martinez.
approve, Judge, item number 15.
Second. Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 16, discussion
Motion
possible.
approved, Judge.
Second Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 17, discussion
Motion
possible
approved.
action.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 18, discussion possible action on
Motion approved.
request of county credit card. Have a
Second.
motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. Any good discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 19, discussion possible
Motion
action.
approved and is presented.
Second.
Have a motion,
I've got a
Commissioner.
question. All the grants that we started with, several years back, are they still active?
The SB 22 is still active. As a matter of fact, this one here, this position here, what we will need is a dollar amount.
Yes,
And I think the dollar amount we talked about was 35,000.
35,000, yes, sir.
When we looked at this one here, when we looked at the dollar amount, we had $280,000. This will get into your question. We had $280,000 budgeted for payroll, but since some of the positions weren't filled, we were down to about 200. You do have cadets coming in. There was about a $29,000 after the when you add the labor, add the $110,000 for radios, there was about a $29,000 difference there. We are adding a $35,000 a year position. But since it's only part of the year left, you will have enough money in it, $29,000 to cover that salary and the fringe benefits. The one that we'll have an issue with is item 21. But this one right here, you will have, there will be enough funds to cover. The dollars we are keeping track, because to make sure that, they're not going over. It took a little bit of, last week, it took a little bit of everybody looking into the numbers to make sure we knew where everybody was at. And visiting with Rosa, in your office, Matt, we were able to come up with the numbers and work out, because we have more employees coming in, the cadets and stuff, to work out, to get to the 29,000. So thank y'all and Juanita.
My biggest concern is that, y'all created a lot of new jobs, positions, and that's good, the grant money's still there, but we need to know if anything's gonna fade away, so we can start making adjustments with all those new positions and
In the
stuff.
budget, when we first started SB 22, y'all had questions about how we were gonna break out the funding. So when you look at the budget, there'll be the person's name, what the county's paying, and then right below it, it'll say SB 22 or whatever that salary is, where it's coming from. And then as you keep on going down the budget, you'll see that SB 22 is highlighted, OLS is highlighted, all those are highlighted. And that was one of the discussions that we'd had when we started all these grants, was that, if the grant goes away, the money goes away.
Yeah.
All right, had a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores, $35,000 a year position. You okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 20, discussion possible action, authorize Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez sign a license
Motion
agreement.
approved.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez.
Yes, sir, Judge.
All those in favor? Aye. Item 21, I need to do a little bit of history on that
We'll
one.
just go ahead and table that one, Judge, there's no need for discussion.
Motion to table.
I'll second that, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. And table it, and we're not bringing it back
No.
after executive or nothing?
No.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible act to accept the donation made by.
Motion to approve donation.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 23, discussion possible
Motion to
action.
approve the donation of $50, Judge.
Second motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 24, discussion possible action. I would
Motion to
move to
approve
accept.
the donation of $30.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second. Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. Any discussions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, discussion possible action Requesting authorization to apply for and accept 2026 Texas Book Festival Library Grant.
Make a motion to approve, Judge. We don't have anybody here from the library, do we, Judge?
No.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. Do you need a question answered?
I'll get with Mr. Bond, Judge, on the deadline for this grant.
Okay. Thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Okay. Item 26, discussion possible action to ratify change order number 1 with Just Contracting as executed by County Judge for excavation of an additional 18 inches for the front beam in the amount of $2,500. And that includes excavation and the labor to tie more steel and pour more concrete.
I'll make a motion to approve, Judge, item number 26.
Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second.
Second.
Commissioner Wardlaw, any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action for approval to award a contract to Alvin E. Stock for bid number 25-80.
Motion approved, Judge.
Motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. This one here, people from, Escondido that usually show up, we visited the last meeting, that if we can get this done, which now we're getting this done, this will help us move forward with Escondido because now we sort of have a plan on what we need, type deal. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 28, discussion possible action. I have a motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 29, discussion possible action to declare the following items as surplus. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez. Second. Second, Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 30, discussion possible action to approve a membership agreement between Valverde County and Rio Grande Electric Cooperative.
Motion to approve, Judge, item number 30.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Y'all are doing good. Item 31, discussion possible
Motion to
action
approve, Senate Judge. Is there any changes or anything?
on, okay, wait a minute. 31 is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Veteran Service
Yeah,
Officer.
yeah,
I don't know what y'all want to do. We received some applicants on Friday.
Yes, sir.
A couple more applicants. I don't know if y'all want to wait to interview them or y'all okay with the ones we had. It's up to y'all.
I wanted to interview a couple of them, Judge. I spoke to Ms. Juanita, emailed
Can,
her.
you make the motion to offset this and, bring it back in 2 weeks so y'all get an opportunity to, is that your motion?
That's my motion, Judge.
That would be plenty of time.
Yeah,
I'll
is that
second that then. That'd be plenty of time.
Commissioner Vasquez, motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, if you will get with them.
Yes, sir.
Probably be a good idea if, commissioners, if y'all don't mind, interview the two that y'all, the two new applicants. And then, why don't y'all go back and interview the top two from the other side? Just to refresh y'all's memory. Does that work? I did ask, Gloria from the Veterans Office, when y'all pick a couple of two, if she doesn't mind talking to them
Yes,
also,
okay,
because
that's
she's
great.
gonna end up working with them,
them.
yeah. Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion possible
Motion
action.
to approve, Senate Judge.
Have a motion, Commissioner
I'll
Flores.
second that, Judge.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Thank you.
Thank you.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 33, we will give you a little bit of history on this one. Discussion possible action to ask for waiver of penalty and interest for PID 21896. The incorrect mailing address was used for the deed when the account was created. The incorrect mailing address was used by the appraisal district. The one on the deed was actually correct. It said, it had the name of the company, and then it said P.O. Box, Sabinal, and the correct, zip code.
Right.
But underneath that line on the deed, it said Uvalde County.
Right.
So the appraisal district put Uvalde, Texas with the incorrect zip code. So it was mailed to the wrong P.O.
Uvalde.
Box.
I'll make a motion, Judge, that we waive the penalty because it wasn't taxpayer's fault, so. That's my motion.
Commissioner Vasquez,
Second.
second Commissioner Garcia. Is that okay with that
That-
explanation?
That's good.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action on hiring an advocacy company or companies for the state and federal projects. I brought this to the court, and we had approved and given me permission to sign an MOU with, the city and the school for, Lone Star. The city had, I guess last meeting had said that they were gonna, the group that Vandepute is part of, to hire them for the city. That was not part of the discussion. There is 3 people, well, I take it back. That wasn't part of the discussion that I remember sitting in. Okay, I remember the Lone Star discussion. What I would like, is to get permission from the court to go back. We have interviews tomorrow to interview Lone Star and Vandepute tomorrow for the state, advocacy for the state. I would like, if the decision is to go with Vandepute on the state and Lone Star on the federal, that, I get permission, to do that. If it's to hire Lone Star for both, that we get permission to go ahead and enter into that agreement. That way they can take it before the school and the city. It's like the school's next week and the city's the week after. No, the city's next week and the school's the week after. Bottom line is, if we get outvoted and worst case scenario, Lone Star stays with us at the federal level. And, if we don't decide to go with, Vandepute at the state level and we get outvoted, I'd rather not pull out of, I think we need to work together, whatever the decision the 3 entities make together. Does that make sense? Did I talk circles a little
Judge,
bit?
could I make a motion to table after executive?
Of course.
Make a motion to table this item after executive session.
Second.
Okay. Have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 35, discussion possible action to ratify the use of town funds.
Item number 35.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 36, approving bills for payment.
Motion to approve as presented.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
They're all good, right, Matt?
They are good.
Have a motion, Commissioner
Second, Judge.
Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. Any questions? All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 37, discussion
Motion to
possible action.
approve.
Second, Judge.
A motion, Commissioner Flores and Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Jesus Christ. Item 38, discussion possible action on filing certification of revenue, Texas Association of Counties, 9,000.
Second.
That one's already been quoted out, so we'll just go ahead and put that in the office supplies of the county attorney's office, since that's where we're coming from.
Okay.
Go ahead and put it there. And then with the other revenue, certification of revenues, we had item 22, 23, and 24. Those were the books and the fire.
Okay, I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. And, the claims for all the vehicles, when those come in, we'll put those in, well, all of them will go in their respective accounts, right? In order to
Yeah,
get
this wasn't a large hailstorm. This was isolated, and we're not having problems getting into these repair places like we did back in the 20 storm, where we went into an
Get it
insurance
fixed.
fund.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 39, discussion possible action on the following budget adjustments, $300 from district office to district software, IDOT software.
It was just a yearly increase that would, was not budgeted for.
Okay. A motion, Commissioner Vasquez and Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 40, closed session consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses 8, contemplated litigation, C 551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property and possible action in open session thereafter. B 551.073 regarding negotiated contract lease or value of real property and possible action in open session thereafter. E 551.076 regarding security devices, security audits, and security personnel. Folks, if y'all will give us the room, go to the restroom, take a potty break, and then come back into executive session. Here we are. Okay. We tabled an item 34, discussion possible action on hiring an advocacy company or companies for state and federal projects. I would like permission to go ahead and whatever the group decides, the three entities, to go ahead and enter into an MOU with them. If I could get
I'll make
permission.
a motion to approve their,
Thank
as
you.
presented.
Commissioner Vasquez, a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. I'm gonna go real quick. We'll go commissioners, county judge, and then go back to citizens. Item 41, commissioners' comments? None. County judges' comments. We have, the unveiling of the picture of the Honorable, Enrique Henry Fernandez, at the courthouse there on Broadway
In the 63rd.
at 10 o'clock. Right, and they're on Friday, at 10 o'clock, this Friday at 10 o'clock. So we can put that out. I'm gonna go back to citizens' comments, and I'd like, for Matt, under citizens' comments, item 6, since I don't have it on the agenda, a little brief.
Right. Well,
Explanation what the court had done. This is mainly for our employees, and there will be a letter also sent out.
okay, yeah, we can do that. So, you see on the audit reports, the first quarter payroll audit was done. But in addition to that, this quarter, what also happened is the annual leave was cut off. If you were 40 hours over your annual leave mark. That's in accordance to our policy on pages 29 and 30. So that was accomplished. On this first quarter payroll audit, in accordance with page 50 on comp time, we still do have department and employees that are using leave and sick leave when they do have comp time available. So we will go ahead and we will zero that out as well. Not zero it up, but we'll take it down. If they took leave instead of taking comp time, we will replace the leave with the comp time hours. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to increase their leave, which potentially at the end of the year could be cut off. So they need to pay attention to that. We will have Juanita also send out to every department, let them know what their employee stance is on their effect.
Okay.
All right?
And bottom line is, under judges' comments, what this court did and the action that we had taken last year, all the way through, is we followed policy. At the end of the day, there was some instances, while I've been here, either commissioner or county judge, that we've actually paid some of these leaves, but that was not policy. We actually had to take a vote on it in order to get that done.
And
But at the end of the day, with what we followed is our policy. And that decision to follow policy, that decision was made in open court. Okay? We good?
correct.
Okay.
All right.
Item 43. Motion, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to adjourn, Judge.
Second, a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second, Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 to adjourn. Thank you all. Have a good day.